sound system behind me, so you hear the little birds chirping. I'll loosen us up, get us into our yoga posing, wind us down, and give us a short guided meditation. We'll start with the head and rotate in a circular motion, starting to connect with the breath, the movement of your body, outside noises, and my voice. Opposite direction with the head when you're ready. Still making those big circles. If you're getting pops and cracks, even a little shakiness, that's releasing that unserved energy, tension that you might have stored in the body. Good, then I want to take one ear towards the shoulder and the other side. Move at your pace. Remember to keep breathing as we're moving. Chin to chest, stretching the back of the neck. And gently looking up, stretching the front of the neck. Back and forth. Again at your pace. You can move down to the arms and the shoulders and rotate them. Opposite direction when you're ready. Moving down to the wrists and rotating them. Good morning. And stretch the fingers. Good, straighten the legs and shake energy to the knees. Bring the feet about mat width apart and shift side to side and lift up the hips. Rotate the ankles. And stretch the toes. Good, bring the feet together into butterfly. Press down on the knees if it feels good to do so and you want more of a stretch. You can even walk the hands up the thighs. Give yourself a little massage up to the hips, back down to the knees. Good, we're going to make that big circle, hands together above the head and down to the heart center. Gently twist to one side, back to center, and twist to the other side. Good, back to center. Release the arms in to goddess. Elbows are bent, hands are going straight up towards the ceiling. Gently twist again to one side, back to center, and twist to the other side. Good, back to center. Give yourself a big hug. We're going to take the elbows down towards the feet. Put them on the mat just above the feet. And open the forearms. Back up to the shoulders. All the way back up. Bring the elbows up towards the forehead. We're going to open them back up into goddess and then take them to the low back. We're going to half fold and forward fold all the way over. Bring the hands up to the mid back and gently back up. Remember, modify and move how you need to. Listening to yourself is key. Good, release the hands and straighten the legs. Shake them out. Good, bending one knee, stepping over the leg. Good, twist to one side. Brace on that back hand. We're going to go up with the opposite arm. Good, bend that back elbow and come back. Good, back up. Nice, bring that hand down your back on that twist. And back to center. Twisting to the other side. Again, we're going to brace on that back hand. Come up with that opposite arm. Good, back down on that twist. And back to center. Unstep and straighten. Good. Other side, bend that knee, step over that leg. We're going to twist again. Good. Brace on that back hand. Up with that opposite arm. Good. Bend that back elbow. Good. Back up. Back down on the twist. Good. Back to center and over to the other side. Brace on that back hand. Up with that front arm. Bend that back elbow. Back up. Hand back down your back on the twist. And back to center. Unstep and straighten. Shake the legs out. Good. Bring the feet back together into butterfly. Make that big circle again. Hands together above the head. Down to the heart center. Gently twist to one side. Back to center. And twisting to the other side. Good. Back to center. Release the arms into goddess. We're going to go back to the low back again. Other hands on top this time. And we're going to fold forward. Hands up to the mid back. All the way up. Good. Release the hands behind the shoulders and straighten the legs. Bring the head back and open up in the throat some more. Good. Back up. Knees to center. Sway to one side. Walk the hands around until you can get to tabletop, square, hands and knees. Good. We're going to take one knee into the heart center and straight back. Good. Up towards the ceiling. Straight back. Into the heart center and back down. Other side. Into the heart center. Straight back. Up towards the ceiling. Good, straight back. Back into the heart center. And down. Walk the hands into squat. Good, from squat into forward fold. Step out about the width of your mat. Good, half fold, just bending at the waist. Remember not to lock those knees. Good, gently up to standing. Nice big circle, hands together above the head. Good, we're going to bring the hands down towards one ankle. Good, back up towards the ceiling. And over to the other ankle. Good, back up towards the ceiling. And open the arms up into upward V. You're in star. Good, half fold. Let those arms sway. Good, forward fold all the way over. Walk the hands over towards one foot. Bend that knee. The closest elbow, bring it above the knee. Good, that free arm, we're going to go up towards the ceiling. Good, back down. Release. Walk the hands over to the other one. Again, bend that knee. Closest elbow, just above the knee. That free arm up towards the ceiling. Use those props if you need to. Modify how you need to. Again, listening to yourself is key. You made it to your mat or your chair or wherever you're doing your yoga from. The rest will flow. Back down when you're ready. Walk the hands back to center. Walk the hands in between the legs. Drop the head. Good. Walk the hands back to center and walk them towards the front of your mat. Good. Step the feet together here in plank. Nice, all the way down. Up into cobra. Nice, all the way down. Back up into cobra. All the way back down. Back up into cobra. And down into Sphinx. Good. From Sphinx, we're on the forearms, legs are straight. We're going to go up with one arm and gently twist to lift up that leg just a little bit. Good. Back down to the forearm. Other side, up towards the ceiling. Again, twist a little bit to bring that leg up. Good. And back down. Good. Bending one knee. Bringing it towards the low back. Good, straight back. And now the other side. Good, straighten that leg. We're going to go back to that first side. Brace on the forearm and back towards the foot with the same arm. Holding the foot with the hand. Bring the heel closer to the low back. And push the hand away, straightening the arm. Pushing the hand with the foot. Back and forth at your pace. When you're ready, release out. Bend that other leg, and then we're going to stretch back again and brace on that front forearm. Again, towards the low back, and then pushing the hand away with the foot, straightening that arm. Back and forth. Remember to keep breathing as you're moving. If you hold the breath, you're holding that tension. You want to let it flow. Good. And release out when you're ready. Chin to chest. Good. We're going to straighten the arms out, still on the forehead or on the forearms. And gently bring the forehead towards the hands. Take a big deep breath. Inhale. And gently exhale. Deflate that whole body. Again, inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Hands back underneath the shoulders. Gently lift the head up. Good. All the way up. We're going to lift the back up. Walk the hands back into square. And then walk them back to the knees. You're sitting on the heels. Good. Make that big circle again. Hands together above the head. Down to the heart center. Gently twist to one side. Back to center. And twist to the other side. Back to center. Bring the hands forward to the mat. You're back in square. Take the legs to one side. Back to center. And to the other side. Walk the hands back to your back in sitting. Straighten the legs and shake them out. Stretch the toes. Rotate the ankles. Lift up the hips. Stretch the fingers. Rotate the wrists. Stretch up towards the ceiling again. Gently twist to one side. Back to center. And twist to the other side. Good. Back to center. Bring the arms down. Rotate those shoulders. Opposite direction. Rotate the head. Opposite direction. Good. And gently relax in the seated meditation mode. Do that body scan from the top of the head to the tips of the fingers and the tips of the toes and feel for any more tension. A lock or block in the body. If a certain stretch or pose comes to mind to do, please feel free to do it. Otherwise, I invite you to stay in seated meditation mode, but if you would like to lay down into Shavasana, corpse pose, laying on the back, or even your sides or your stomach, however you're comfortable. I'll give you a minute to get there. Start to get settled in your space. Connect with that breath. This week, the moon is in wanting gibbous phase, where we release and let go. Hence, a lot of twisting in this morning's practice. When we twist, we force our body to release and let go of tension, unserved energy, ailments in the body. Earlier, I asked you to do a body scan from the top of your head to the tips of your fingers and the tips of your toes and feel for tension, discomfort. I asked you to do it again. And if you're still feeling more in the body, use that breath. On your inhale, send all that oxygen to that spot. And on your exhale, let that carbon dioxide take it all away. And if you're feeling free, peaceful, calm, no ailments, no discomfort, still use your breath. Allow that oxygen to continue that high frequency. And as you exhale, let that carbon dioxide take any lower frequencies that you may have within or around you. Our breath is our vital force. Just like the heartbeat. It will always be there. Keep breathing at your pace. When you're ready, gently move the toes, move the feet, and move the legs. Move the fingers, the hands, and the arms, the head and the torso. Give yourself a nice stretch. Good. I'll have us make that big circle again. Hands together above the head and down to the heart center. The light in me honors the light in you. Namaste. May you have a beautiful rest of your day. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to comment. Until next time, stay well.